As we know, being able to plan and deliver an expert keynote presentation is an essential skill, as it's one of the main deliverables for a management consultant. Presentations play a main role in determining how the client views deliverables from a project. A presentation provides an opportunity to present a sound basis of the solution you're putting forward. Behind the ideas in the presentation will be a lot of work. If you get it wrong though, it can lead to damaging you and your firm's reputations. So how to get it right? Well, you need to make sure you have the skills and knowledge to develop and deliver a great presentation every time. The key to this is to have a process in place which you can follow. Therefore, if you need to change an element or solve a problem, you already have a method in place to do so. The process in developing your presentation will see that you and your team plan, test and incorporate feedback as you develop the presentation. One of the most popular methods for doing this is the Plan, Do, Check, Act cycle, or PDCA for short. Sometimes this is referred to as the Deeming cycle or the Deeming wheel, named after its developer, W. Edwards Deeming. Another name used is the Schuhart cycle. A pioneer in the field of quality management approaches and for introducing statistical process control techniques for manufacturing to the Japanese, Deeming used these techniques with great success. For him, a critical source of production quality was in making clearly defined, repeatable processes. The PDCA cycle is at the heart of the problem-solving approach of the quality-driven philosophy of his work. There are 4 steps or phases in Plan, Do, Check, Act. They are, firstly, plan, so you identify and analyse the problem. Do, you have to develop and test a possible solution. Check, measure how effective the test solution was, consider how it could be improved, and then act is when the solution should be fully implemented. One of the benefits of PDCA is that there can be limitless iterations of the phases. Depending on the project, you'll want to refine, retest, do this multiple times. Being methodical at every step is built into the PDCA cycle. By following the steps outlined next, you'll have the best chance of developing a quality solution. Step 1. Plan. Work out what the problem is and clearly define it. Begin to pull together any information which may help with beginning to generate rough solutions. In terms of making a presentation, we're going to plan our storyline by crafting a key message into each slide. Secondly, do. There are several activities you need to do in this stage. First, you need to generate solutions which seem possible. Of the solutions, choose the best one. To help you do this, you can use techniques like impact analysis. You may want to do a pilot project with a limited scale. This could be limited to a small group or a specific location, or by using another trial design which is more appropriate to the problem, product or initiative you're working on. Remember that while the phrase plan, do, check, act is easy to recall, you need to be clear about what do actually means. In PDCA, do means try or test. It's not about implementation, that comes later in the act phase. So in the do section, we'll get down to writing our presentation, and I'll be explaining cover, agenda, headline, body, kicker and almost every element in a consulting presentation. How to make it go from good to great. Step 3 is check. In the check phase, you're going to measure how effective the do stage was, what you can learn from your tests, and can the pilot solution be made better. Depending on the answers to those questions about the pilot, you might need to repeat the do and check phases. By doing this, you're enabled to incorporate the additional findings and improvements. Obviously, repeating the do and check phases has real costs you'll need to consider. But with the costs considered, once you're satisfied that the benefits of repeating the do-check subcycle will yield valuable improvements, then you should move on to the 4th and final phase. Now, once we've done the draft version of our presentation, we'll turn to a set of checking points to make sure the final work is ready to present to our clients. Then step 4, act. So you need to implement the solution fully. The use of the PDCA cycle, though, does not automatically come to a halt here. If the PDCA or Deeming wheel is being truly integrated, then they're a part of ongoing continuous improvement initiatives. This means you'll need to loop back to step 1 at some point and seek out even more improvements. During this section, we'll go through how to give an absolutely extraordinary presentation. We've got lots of stuff to cover, so I suggest we get started right away.